You are?
It's not there.
No, you've left it and the dog's eating it. When we were outside making the other YouTube video, the dog's eating it.
Oh. Or I've eaten it.
No. Or what?
Or I've eaten it.
You haven't eaten it, the dog's eating it. Right, anyway, on to the next video. So we've just done an intro video. And this video now is going to be more of an informative video where I'm going to attempt not to break these Supra rear cluster lights off a Mark IV Supra. And the reason that what I'm going to do is I'm going to break them open. There's glue which holds them together, seals them. And we're cracking them open because we've got another business lined up, which me and my friend Matt are doing, which will all be released in time. And these are off my Supra. I've got some different ones on there at the moment. But what we're going to do is we are going to separate the lens from the moulding of the back. And the way to do that is, first of all, switch the oven on. Yes, guys, switch the oven on to about 150, the oven. We're going to bake these lights. And the reason that we do that is because we need to soften the glue that's in here. But before we do that, we need to take all these little screws out. Because, can you help? Yeah. Well, yes, you can. You might not be able to do those ones there. Yeah, it's beautifully made. They've probably been on there since 1995 when the car was made. We've got all these screws. Oh, that one's got a good thread on it. Look at that one there. Anyway, we're going to do that and then we'll come back to you when we've done that. So, yeah, we've got Jenson doing a bit of unscrewing here.
Can't do it.
You are?
No.
You're turning it the wrong way. That's a good start. Is it unloosening now?
Yeah.
Left for loosen, yeah?
Oh.
Left for loosen. Anti-clockwise. Left. Right, Jenson's doing that one now. I'm not going to bore you with all this. And I'm not going to video it all and fast forward it. We'll just flip to the next bit when they're open. Right, we've got everything unscrewed. Right, tips, guys. Number one, if you're cracking anything open or doing any job, it's always best to look first how things fit together, if you can see. So obviously we've got the glue, which is hard to see actually on these. It's easier to see on the front lights. They're very well sealed from the factory, to be fair. And then we've got these clips here, so obviously we're going to have to do those clips as well as we separate the lights. Clips there, and you make sure you've got all the screws out. Like that one there, didn't look like we might have needed that one out because it's a clip to actually clip it into the car, but you never know if it's attached to the lens as well, so we just took that out too. We're going to take these breather pipes off actually, because they are made of rubber, I think. Yeah, they're made of rubber, just touched it. So we'll take those off because we don't want those to melt or fall off in the oven. So put all your screws somewhere so you know where they all are, so you don't knock them on the floor and lose them. The oven's at 150. Different lights, I look online, I've got RX7 lights I'm going to be taking out. They're at different temperatures. So these are 150. So we're going to put them in the oven for about, I've got to look on a forum. It's about 5 minutes or so, maybe 10 minutes. But it can be trial and error because another thing is when you take them out the oven, they are going to be hot. This is metal. No, it's not, it's plastic. It's got bits of metal on. Well, the front lights do anyway, which gets extremely hot. So we're going to be doing it with either gloves or tea towel or whatever you want to use. But yeah, don't burn yourself because obviously it's going to be warm because you want to melt the glue. And also when you take it out the oven, the glue only stays like malleable for a short period of time. So what you might find is you might pull it and you'll feel it actually getting more solid again. And also I'll probably do this and I'll crack the light or something and then we'll show you that on the YouTube video, but let's hope I don't, because as everybody knows, these sorts of parts now aren't exactly cheap. So I'll go on to the next video. We'll put them in the oven in a minute when it's warmed up, because I don't think it's warmed up yet. No, light's still on. So when the oven's warmed up, we'll put them in and we're ready. We've got our tea towels ready there. My son's had a pepperoni because he's hungry. Is it a hot one?
It's a spicy one.
Spicy one, yeah. Okay, spicy one. So you see, he's growing up. He knows his crack. Oh, he's got it there.
Yeah.
Have you taken the plastic off?
Yeah.
Soapy has. Anyway, see you in a bit. Jenson, what are you doing? We're supposed to be doing this. Jesus. Right, video me. Hold this. Right, guys. Here's a tip. No, turn it round.
Oh, it's facing
You clever boy, YouTuber. Right, take all of the trays out, racks out, except one. Okay, the oven's pretty much up to temperature now. So we're going to put this rack on the bottom. And it goes, shut the oven. Right, now, what we need to do is we need to make sure that this will fit without touching the sides of the oven, because if it touches the back of the oven, it might melt. So let's have a look. Right, that's at the back. It's going to be tight. If we do it this way, we can see, because if you touch this against the oven, it'll melt the plastic. So if it touches like this, like that, it'll melt the plastic. So we don't want that to happen. And we also don't want the back touching. Fucking hell, excuse me, there's a bit of plastic falling off there, so we're gonna have to be careful with that. Right, scratch that. I'll have to put some blue tack on that plastic because that's falling. Let's put this one in first. This one's got no loose bits, see, that's sealed there. So we'll put this one in first. Okay. Just thought actually, no, the bottom's all right because it doesn't overlap. So the bottom will be okay. None of that's touching now. Doesn't touch the front. Right, there you go. Set the timer. 6 minutes. Right, so we'll see what happens. Thank you, Jenson. We'll see what happens in 6 minutes. Scratch that, guys, sorry.
Not 6 minutes, 15 minutes.
I've just checked the forum, and obviously this has been done before, so it's now 15 minutes. In that 15 minutes, I'm going to keep an eye on them like you would with a cake, but I'm also going to sort this out. Obviously, this can easily be re-siliconed on or sealed back on, because you can see there the original tape, actually. 3M tape or something, but whatever that was originally there is rubbish now. But that can easily be sealed on afterwards, but there's no point in doing it now. So we'll just blue tack it on or something to hold it up there when we put it in the oven so it doesn't start melting or anything such as that. So we'll keep an eye on these, baking away nicely in there. I need to clean the oven, do apologise about that. I do live in a fairly clean home. As you can see, she's fairly clean, but their oven needs cleaning. Right, guys. Just had a thought, and this is to be extra safe. Obviously it's sitting on the wire rack, isn't it? The wire rack is going to get hot, so it could potentially malform the bottom of the lights. So what we could do is, let me just touch it. So it's hot, that is. So what I've done is I've got a towel, a lovely purple towel here. I'm going to put it on the towel, and I'm going to wrap the sides up like this when we put it in. So it's sitting on the towel, nothing's going to touch then, and do exactly what we did before. That will then mean that there's basically no chance of it melting. Yo, Jenson, hold that, let's pop it in, make sure that it's all okay. So if we pop it in exactly as it was before, hold the towel on, slide it in. Why do we always make noises when we do stuff like this? Why am I going and stuff? Right. Okay, so the back's fine. That's on there now. Right, perfect. Perfect. How long we got? Let's put it on for another few minutes because it will have cooled down. Say 13. Right, see you in a minute. Right, okay, guys, we're having a look at this now. Looks like it's okay with the top bit. I think it was damaged before.
Yeah.
Or is it malformed it?
Oh.
Only a little bit, but let's just crack it open anyway.
Yeah.
See what we can do. Shut that in. Push that in. See, this is what you can't do. Not fucking on the club. It's come open anyway. Watch. Oh, it's plastic. That's why. It's just rubber. So, see, look how sticky it is. Ah, it's hot. Boiling hot.
Be careful.
Look at the fucking glue everywhere. Excuse me. The glue everywhere. Yeah, not the glamorous of jobs, guys, but some things with cars aren't. Watch. There we go. There you go, that's the idea. Yeah, let's top it a tiny little bit, but we can move that back into place. Let me see. Yeah, just a little tiny bit. But it might have been like that before. Oh, the oven's going off. Yeah, look, no, it's because it's thin plastic, that is. So I'll just go back into place, that will, in time. sticking to the floor. But the main thing is that I don't think that matters because that's just a seal. That'll be alright, right, there we go. Right, we're gonna do the other one now, guys. So we'll video that in a sec. But you can see it's in 2 pieces. That's the idea of the job. Jenson needs to learn how to press the off button.
Work.
You need to learn how to press the off button.
Work.
What, you mean that button on the iPhone won't work?
Yeah.
You see this big square, this red square?
Yeah, I pressed it.
Glue.
Uh,
Will it peel off?
yeah.
Yes. Superb. Yeah, so as you can see, guys, it's still warm. I was going to go a minute ago, but I've got the camera now. So we have separated them. Totally separated, and we will go from there. Right, guys, got the 3 pieces separated. Here's a moral of the story. What's the moral of the story? Don't always listen to a forum. And the reason for that being is because this oven is too hot. It's too hot, or they've been in for too long. What I should have done is, I should have done it in steps, but I listened to a forum. It's malformed the light. Look, now, it's only a piece of plastic, so I'm sure we can sort that out. And we've got the other light there that we can do as well. But this is a trial and error thing. This is where, when it comes to doing stuff that you're not really supposed to do with cars and anything in life, you're going to make mistakes. And when you make the mistakes, you can either correct the mistake or replace the mistake. Now, obviously, the lights are split now. Fantastic. But we've had that problem. So, it looks like 150 degrees for 15 minutes was too long, and that's what the forum said. So what I'm going to do is, with the next light, I'm going to drop it down to 100 degrees, and I'm going to do it for, I mean, the glue was really, really, really loose. When I've cracked my Supra headlights open before, the glue was a lot, it was a lot easier than that. A lot less easy, sorry, than that to do, and they were in for less time. So yeah, I'm going to drop the temperature down and we'll see how we get on with the next set.
Yeah, bit of a oopsie.
Bit of a what?
Oopsie.
Well, what's the moral of this story, like I said before?
Don't listen to the
Forums. Yeah, thanks for that, Oven. Right. The moral of the story is, trial and error is always better. Now, I cracked some lights open a long time ago, and obviously 150 is way too hot. It's absolutely fucked this, ruined this light. So yeah, that's trash now. So what we're doing is now, this is what I said about the YouTube channel to start with. We're going to do it as like a proper, it's just no clickbait, no rubbish, no crap. You know, we're going to put the mistakes in. If we put the drift car in a hedge, you'll see us put the drift car in a hedge. If I crash one of my cars, you'll see this. Right, we've got this light now. We're going to do this one at a much lower temperature. I'm setting the oven to 80 degrees. We're going to let it cool down. That was ridiculous. Quite why someone said to do it at that temperature, God only knows. Because it's actually melted the glass, the plastic, when all we wanted to do was get the glue to a temperature where it became, so it would come apart. So thanks for that, whoever did that. I've got to find another real light now to do the project. But these things happen in life. You don't give up at the first hurdle. You go on to the next stage and you make it work. And if this one doesn't work, then you're all going to laugh at me, aren't you? But if it does work, then we shall see, won't we? Right, guys, we've got the other light in now. And we've got it in at just under 100, so like about 90. What we're going to do is we'll leave it in for about 5 minutes, take it out, see if it's malleable, put it back. Well, if it's completely not moving at all, I'll put the temperature up a tiny bit, say 10 degrees, 10 degrees, put it back in for another 5 minutes or so, and then hopefully it won't turn out like this.
Yeah.
This, sorry son, so it's glued itself back together. Yeah, hopefully it won't turn out like that and cost me 100 quid for a new light. But anyway, that's the way it goes. So I haven't ordered the new light yet. We've seen one on eBay, haven't we? Yeah. Which is no big deal because this is life, things happen. but there's no point in ordering it yet in case we ruin
the other one.
the other one.
Which would be very bad.
Well, it's probably be another 50 quid, won't it? But we'll see. So that one's trash, but never mind. It actually looks quite funny, and yeah, we'll see what happens with the other one in a minute. Okay, let's try this one. Right, well, it doesn't look like it's failed, so that's good. But I don't think it's going to be hot enough to crack it open. But we'll see. So that's not hot enough to touch. Not coming apart yet. Right, now let's try this side. See, I can touch it, so it's going to be hot enough. See, this is the problem when you're doing stuff like this. You've got to do trial and error. No, it's not coming apart yet. Nope. So, let's put that the heat out. Right. Put that back on the on here. We're going to put it in a little bit hotter. So, switch that video off now, gents. Right, there's try again. Right, so put the oven quickly. Right, now we're going to try from which side did I say? Like this side to break them open, which is proving to be a long process. I'll end up breaking these in a minute. The front lights I did were a lot easier than this. Let's see. A lot easier. Right, we're gonna have a redress and we'll come back to you.
Right.
Alright, as you can see, guys, it is a bit loose here. But as you can see, the glue is a lot of pain in the backside. But I do not want to break these lenses. Oh, God. This is on the very edges of the glue actually coming apart. The very edges of it coming apart. So the trial and error method, right, as you can see, it's started to come apart. If we bring it along here, maybe we'll start to see it come along more apart. Without breaking it, but obviously I don't want it. Hear a big crack in a minute and it break off.
The gym's paying off, isn't it?
The what?
The gym's paying
You've
off.
got the gym paying off. You don't want to lever it on the plastic because you don't want to break the plastic, but obviously you've got to put some pressure on. But now the glue's drying, see, so I don't think we're going to get the rest off just yet because I think it's dried. Back on. I don't want to hear a crack, so what we might do is just put it back in for another few more minutes. I've got the top off now, as you can see. The top is cracked open. Oh, we're coming in now. Hang on. Just keep going a sec. Right. Just going to put it back in now. Because that temperature is about, let's have a look, gents, what is it? 100 degrees. 100 degrees Celsius. Whatever that is in Fahrenheit, if anyone in America is watching it. We haven't got any subscribers yet, so no one's watching it yet. But when they do, that's what we're at. I'm going to put them in for another... Still put them in correctly, remember, guys. What happens with this glue as well is everything sticks to everything. So you start becoming very, very sticky to everything. Let's put them in again. 5 more minutes or so. And then you can go from there. But watch me burn myself in my own oven now. Right, see you in 5 minutes. No, gents. We're waiting 5 minutes. No, gents. I don't want to video you breaking your legs. You're going to be a very good drifter then, are you, mind you? No, you won't.
Right.
Right, guys, beep him. We're off. Hopefully this is the last time.
Hopefully.
Was it the top that was open or the bottom?
Top.
Oh Christ, it's closed back up.
Huh.
Great. Right, there we go. Open.
There we go.
Well, don't say that yet.
No, I just...
Keep going around the bottom. Why is everything so freaking fiddly? Ah! God, that was on. It's satisfying, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, food today.
Food?
Yeah.
Well, we've done it.
Yay.
And look. Perfect.
Perfect.
Right. Food's here. What have we got? KFC. Right, guys. So, just to finish off this video before we have our KFC, we now have 2 split lights. Effort number 1.
Fail.
Yeah, fail. As you can see, no good. Rubbish. Well done, Chris. Ruined that one. However, second one, where we did trial and error, where we started off slowly. So like I've said to Jenson, and I really should have listened to this advice rather than listening to a forum. When you start drifting, you don't go into a corner in 3rd gear at 90 mile an hour and try and drift around it. You start off slowly, slowly, build up, build up, build up. Whereas we went in hot, whereas we should have come down. So this is what we've done here now. We've split this open, look, 3 there. As you can see, that's perfect now. There's no broken bits, it's perfect. There's some bit of sellotape where I kept that thing on. We've got the light cluster, which is perfect. I nearly dropped it then. And we've got the backing plate with the holes in for the lights. Perfect. Everything looks fine. Nothing's melted, everything looks good. The glue's still on there, so when we heat it back up. So yeah, 100 degrees. It's a fan oven as well, 100 degrees, and it will work. 150 degrees, you'll not realise. Next YouTube video, we'll see you soon.
Peace.
Peace out, is it?